back in Week 9. The Saints dominated their first matchup against the Falcons. Can Atlanta even the score? The answer comes your way next on EA Sports.
First opened in 2017. There's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the New Orleans Saints. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway from Atlanta. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, these two teams, they met in New Orleans earlier in the year with the Saints coming out on top. So a win here in Atlanta will give them the season sweep. Here comes the blitz as they look. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now back to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. Fighting his way through contact. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0.
Falcons, nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick in the 2019 draft from Oklahoma. It's Kyler Murray.
And what a performance he is coming off of. I know that this is a different era of football where we're throwing it around a heck of a lot more, but still, over 500 yards passing.
500.
That's phenomenal, incredible. Let's see if he can take last week's game and carry it forward and have another similar performance.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now. 2nd is short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. There was a little space there, yes, but that was a well-executed run by the rookie.
It was, and he wasn't one of the higher-rated rookie running backs coming out. He's probably on the next tier. But let me tell you something. If he becomes more consistent and continues to have that drive to be one of the best, we'll see more of that in the future.
Now Murray off play action. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Pretty effective run there. Now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
On 2nd down now, it's Ramsey, and he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll try to run this one in, and he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point right down the middle. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Up comes the Saints offensive unit and the NFC playoff race. Let's have a look at it. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
And he's taken the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a 1st down. So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
And the Saints first down.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. Here's 2nd and 9. Just a yard on that last run. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, batted at the line and intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he takes this one back into the end zone. The Falcon defense has a touchdown. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this route.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early. to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 4 catches, 82 yards, and a touchdown. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
And that gives him 9 for the season, and I've been around the game long enough to know this. 10 is the benchmark number. All right,
and he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man is Higgins. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. On 1st down, it's Ramsey. And he'll be taken down at the 18. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, he'll hand this off. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 45 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big connection on that one. 34 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They'll run on 1st down. Ramsey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
These two teams faced off earlier in the year, right around mid-season, back in Week 9. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
They'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
On play action, it's Murray. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. With touchdown number 20 on the air, and the Falcons push further out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. A 10-play drive that time. And the Falcons score to cap it off. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go
as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. 2nd and 15. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. He'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Well, they stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. This pass complete to Higgins. The Saints in the hurry up here. Clock continuing to roll. 2nd and 6. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll look to throw again.
Throw left side complete to Troutman.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
That's taken in by Higgins.
And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 18.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Back to throw again. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Adam Troutman as the first half is winding down. And the Saints are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
Saints 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue.
Play action. Now it's Murray. Here's one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
Hey, let's go. Interception.
Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
They'll throw now on the final play. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
Boswell's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis. And they are seconds away from halftime, all tied.
You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no shortage of action in those first two quarters. Definitely got to work on my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the second half here. Come on, baby. Let's go. The Falcons ready to... Go back to work to start the third quarter. On first down, it's Ramsey, and he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And all the way down to the 29. It's a big play there for Atlanta. So now the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Hands it off out of the gun.
Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Play fake. Murray. Oh, now Murray has it stripped.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Murray with a 3rd and long. That is caught at the 7. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown Atlanta. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Falcons take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that leads into bigger errors.
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Second down, and it's Kamara again. Fights off the defender. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. Here comes the Saints punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. That's taken on the 25. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look close.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
To throw is Murray. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
They're going for it. Hits Murray. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the fourth down conversion. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And he's taken down inside the 30. 59 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Right back to him on first down. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. 28 yards. And the Falcons extend this fourth quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They'll set up to throw. Open man is the tight end Troutman. A gain of 6 there on first. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And this one is incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. The Saints on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Saints on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now back to throw. A short one to the tight end, Troutman. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 12-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. 2nd and 4, they can still get a first down without scoring. Now a handoff, here's Kamara. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. They'll drop to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Saints. Adam Troutman. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Saints have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit.
Saints 24.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Ramsey. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Back to throw it. Murray. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. On play action, it's Murray. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
So all eyes on the Saints offense. Down by 2 touchdowns. 1:38 to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's complete. Kamara. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. 2nd and 4. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
They'll look to throw again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively. You could almost see him going through the coaching points. Adjust, find the football, knock it away. Well executed.
Murray's going to look to throw this thing. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A big connection on that one. 37 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Murray escaping the pressure right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Falcons have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey,